Alright, hold on. I gotta pause the music. I hear myself think. Alright, so we're here with Nashi, Illusion Gadgeteer, 4-mana 4/4, Flash, Menace, Ward 2. When it enters, secretly choose a card from your graveyard and put a duplicate to your hand. If it isn't a land, it also gets Flash, so you can turn whatever you want into an instant from your graveyard. This was changed, so it used to used to not have Flash, and you used to be able to see what your opponent chose. I've probably said that a bajillion times. You can no longer do that. So when you choose a card out of your graveyard, your opponent has no idea what you chose. It's probably more or less still fairly obvious what you've chose. It also might not matter too much what you chose. You just got value in some predictable fashion. But it's like Snapcaster Mage, sort of, with a card you don't have to immediately cast. And yeah, I like it a lot more than it was before. So Sultai, good stuff, control stuff, sort of maybe combo pile with Emergent Ultimatum. I'm going to try Vorinclex with Liliana. If they give you both of these, you can ultimate this immediately and then probably win. So you're probably always going to get Vorinclex Expropriate, but congratulations, you got a 7-mana Expropriate that came with a 6/6 with Trample and Haste. So seems good enough. If I have to change it, I probably will. And yeah, so it's also Easter, so it's an Easter themed deck. How Easter themed, you may ask, and where that is? Well, it's right there. See it? There's our Easter theme. So Growth Spiral. All right, never mind. Get wrecked. Alright. Easiest game of my life. Don't Dark Ritual. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright. Alright, so Nariv, another person probably not playing my list, so we'll see what it looks like. I couldn't get it to work. Well, I mean, I guess I did, but we'll see. Alright, I really, really, really want to play this turn 1, so let's get a... I don't know why my opponent's snoozing. You know what it was, chat? You know what it was? My opponent thought I was going to play a Menadork on turn 1, and they have lost 5 games in a row as Nariv because they played against a green deck with a Menadork. That's just what because that happened to me. We literally just played against me yesterday. That was me sending a snooze emote because my opponent had Delight of Halfling turn 1. Now, I didn't actually have it. At least I don't go that far. I at least I make them show me the Menadork. I'm not going to concede before that. So, my opponent literally queued in full tilt. Oh, is this the fish? No, it's not the fish. It's that thing. Alright. I don't know why that was there. Maybe my opponent had to get up for a second or something? And they just wanted that there. Well, I like this deck Or, I mean, like, I like this commander, so it would be kind of unfortunate to make this a non-game with mana drain. I'm not going to leave up mana drain because, again, I'd rather actually have a game play out. Always save your fetch lands for as long as possible because of Brainstorm, Jace the Mind Sculptor, all that jazz. I'm not close to anything that matters, so we could just, yep, there's no... This isn't doing anything. Any number of lands around any more lands. Sure, yeah. Go for it. Send it, opponent. Oh, I should have cast this I should have cast this mid-turn to play around my opponent's mana drain, but I didn't. But I didn't. My opponent's playing Divination? What are you doing? Okay. Chat, Divination was just put on stack. Whoa. I will graciously cast this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Alright, not the most exciting thing I've done, but it's okay, I guess. My opponent casts Divination. They clear the mind me? Just for Uro? Man, Uro has been putting in some serious work. Also, when you know about mana drain, the game changes. Oh, right, no, it's not just Uro. My commander also cares about it. Opponent also cares. Never mind. This also actually likes my graveyard. Makes a bit more sense now. It's not like they can take themselves off of mana drain. Oh, opponent, what are you doing? Why do you keep doing this? That is a pretty good mana drain bait. So I guess I cast it. Yeah. Because I don't need it. And who knows? Wow, opponent does not care. Fair enough. Milled a bunch of lands and was it a Phantasmal Image? No, Season of Weaving. Okay. Can I do anything with 4 mana? Not particularly. I guess I could swing with these two. If draw 2... Alright, it's another just Divination. Just another Divination. But just send in the Divinations. Another Divination. Just sending the Divinations. There's a chance I end up milling a crucial card. Certainly possible. Another Divination. Haughty Djinn. Yep, I got nothing. Well, it'll never have a lot of power, but it's still pretty useful here. Sure. Do they enter tapped? Nope. Opponent discards solve the equation. Probably the worst thing I could see. Oh, I did it again. I was supposed to do this on their second phase there. I was supposed to do that in their combat step or something. So... there's not really anything else to do. And if they have another counterspell, I don't lose the game if they counter expropriate, so... suppose I'll send it. Because I just don't need it. But we'll see. I don't need it though. Could have cast it before I cast the Unable to Scream, but I was trying to bait a counter spell, and the Djinn isn't that exciting for me, really. It's not that amazing. Alright, what do you got? This is just Mind's Desire for 3. Cantrip, Rampant Growth, and Cantrip. Alright. Oh, they can't cast the Rampant Growth. It doesn't work with Ashiok. I'm not going to get rid of Ashiok because this is probably some kind of deck that likes seeing things with stuff. Alright, good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal. Not the greatest deal, but I guess it could have been worse. Alright, kind of a terrible deal, but yeah, that was a god-awful deal, actually. Okay. Is what it is. It was a horrendously bad deal. Alright, so they have a spell discounter, but it's just a little bit too late for that to be super useful. If they have infinite mana. +2 for my creatures? What? You're speaking Spanish. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what deal that... +2 for my creatures? Was that a deal I didn't see or something? Pretty sure I picked the least devastating deal out of it, but... Creatures you go roll +2/+. That was one of the two... Oh. I don't recall seeing that one. Huh. Whoops. Yeah, I guess that would have made perfect sense then. Yeah, I mean, if it was there. It would be a deal I have never taken. That's for sure. That is most assuredly for sure. Well, I guess we'll get another shot at it next turn. I think I'm going to minus it again. I don't want to plus it. My opponent's playing Weather the Storm. Sure. Well, I guess I wasn't closing the game out with a good deal then. Guess that wasn't going to happen. I'm not going to let that case untap. I'm not going to let him do that. Not going to let him do it. Yeah, we're just going to cash this in. I don't think we're getting to another deal, so... Alright. Whoa. Wait. What? What? Oh, Davriel gets the plus. I thought it was all Planeswalkers. Chat. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? That is a meta drain, so... I don't know. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah. This is not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, so I have a quadrillion... Okay, alright, so we do this for 4. I gotta kill my own commander. Davriel or Mana Drain? I need cards. I just need cards, chat. Just need cards. Davriel, can you please give me something decent? Okay, thank you. Okay, alright. I mean, that was as good as I could ask for. Ay, ay, ay. Can't search your library. I got the Ashiok. I'm gonna plus Davriel this time. Game's going on longer than I anticipated. I thought we were getting somewhere close to the end, but no. This is the most crucial Tails End I've ever Tails Ended. I'm gonna actually stop that. Okay. That's a card. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We drew it. Oh, we drew it. Okay, so... Oh, we already played Expropriate. We already played Expropriate. So we just do this. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we already cast Appropriate this game. Oh boy. This is okay. This is fine. They actually give me Liliana. I did not expect that. Did not expect that. Gonna plus. I should have drawn here because I'm taking an extra turn. Yeah, I should have drawn. That was a mistake. They probably will not kill my commander with the squirrels, so because they don't want me to do it again. Like that doesn't. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. All right, health total is or life total is irrelevant. Just gonna do that. Plus here. Do I draw? Do I deal? We're gonna go for a deal again. Discount or... I don't think I need a discount. Actually, a discount is fine. Is there anything to reanimate? Discount is fine. Sacrifice 2 permanents? That is perfect. Get rid of these tokens and draw off of Liliana. That is absolutely perfect. That is actually the best deal. Or a really good one. Oh, chat, we're doing it. Maybe. I don't need you. This kills a token. I will not swing, but I will kill one of these and just play this. Oh, I guess I could have swung. Okay, never mind. I could have swung. Could have swung. Could have swung. Hand is straight gas, though. I think I should let this temporal manipulation resolve, but there's a chance my opponent concedes when I counter it, so we'll see. No, I should probably counter it. I should probably counter it. Let's not get weird. Naturalize? Sure. Oh, that was such a good draw. Oh, okay. Kind of an ugly chunk of cards here. Yes! Ooh, it's Muldrotha. Yes! Alright. It's the slowest Sultai deck of all time versus whatever I am. We have a very... Yes, we have a very good hand, so... We'll see here. The only thing that made it better is being on the play. Oh, opponent, wrong 1-mana green card. Tragic. Alright, for the Twizzers, the Twiz in chat, I gotta play the Weeb one. Gotta play the Weeb one. Is that the kill something with stuff? It is. Tragic. The Weeb is dead. How did they kill it? Was it a 2-minute card? Yeah. Play versus draw would have been extremely important here, huh? Wow, they didn't swing? I'm always offering a trade with this. You are banana sandwich, opponent. Banana sandwich. Okay. Forbidden Alchemy? Wow. Huh. Okay. They have enough creatures for this reanimate card. Fascinating. I keep getting attacked at these angles that are like just so like annoying. Come on. I think we're fine, maybe? We'll see. They stacked these wrong? Sort of? Okay, maybe not really. Alright, we're gonna just cash in our 4-minute card here to actually do stuff. Do I surveil? Yeah. I suppose we're passing, because that's kind of what our deck does, right? I like Baleful Strix here. I mean, that's another instance of it actually doing something. I could have just cast Murderous Rider, but, I mean, no, that wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense. Speaking of Overgrown Tomb, we could probably play the Green Overlord at least here. Probably. I don't know, is it that? It's not that exciting, honestly. So I can pick up the counter spell with this. I can also just not do that. Wow, you're just doing nothing? Wow. Alright. They can't even cast the Forbidden Alchemy, so I really have no idea what my opponent's idea is. I do not get the idea at all. We should probably just cast this. Wait, nope. No, that's not. It's not accomplishing anything. Alright, let's actually draw a card this time. Holy lands. Alright, let's cast this. I could probably not make a treasure token as well if I wanted to. Mana Drain, Counterspell, Mesmeric Orb. That's a chunk of cards, huh? I can't say I care too much about Mesmeric Orb, but we'll see. If we ever get Ashiok, my opponent just blown back to the Stone Ages. Well, really, their game plan kind of doesn't work until they deal with it. Yeah, we're not doing anything about that card specifically. I don't like Mesmeric Orb. I don't like it. It fuels my graveyard for my commander. Oh, it does fuel my graveyard. But I feel like the Madrotha player just much prefers it. Yeah, the Madrotha player cares way more about this than I do. Even if it helps me find Sultai Ultimatum or, you know, whatever. Oh, the lands. What do you want from me, Wizards? What do you want from me? We're gonna draw. We're not gonna make a treasure. Okay, we actually just drew it. So they could have a counter spell, but at 1 mana, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I could play around miscast anyways. Alright. This probably wins the game. Expropriate Liliana Vorinclex. They give me Vorinclex Expropriate. Alright, look at that. It did. 7 mana, win the game. they have to give me Expropriate, otherwise they lose all their permanents here. And then we just get a 6/6 with haste. Well, that's probably just game. Is that game? Probably. I feel like that's game, but I don't know. I guess I won't concede. That's probably game, though. Alright, well, the red-green deck just killed 2 mana dorks. With nothing but planeswalkers and creatures. So kill that with Liliana. Liliana doesn't die. Ooh, painful mana base. My opponent had like the obscene level nuts, which is unfortunate. Perfect 5-drop? Of course. Nashi is a 4/4? Wait, there's no zeros, right? Yeah, okay. I was about to say. There's no zeros in their deck. So I really like Liliana, so I guess I'll take it. Not the most astonishing thing ever, but still like it here. Yeah. I guess I push to Domri. Like that? I'm almost surprised they saved Domri. But okay. They're in top deck mode. How do I deal with this Overlord? I don't know. Time Warp, land... Suppose Time Warp gives me more time? Okay, so we pass, right? Okay, come on. Ah! Yeah, saving Domri is highly unusual. Oh, Chad, I tapped wrong. Oh, I tapped wrong. I can't undo it. Oh, I tapped wrong. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Yes! Oh, I was so close to scooping. Oh, the opener was just completely under my opponent's control. And usually that's lights out. That's usually lights out, but they didn't really capitalize on the double Manadork kill. Alright, Dark Ritual Casualties is great, especially behind a Fatal Push. So I like this. This is not a It's like a Springleaf Strum deck. It's not a Mana Dork deck, but it probably, yep, I was about to say, it probably still plays them because they're still the best thing you can do. Let's get that. Let's play this. Okay. I will play my own Mana Dork instead of Fatal Pushing. So I have black, 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 green, green, green next turn. I could wait until they play something that's not a land or whatever. Okay. That's not what happened. Opponent doing the old, my commander's completely irrelevant. This is still probably lights out. I don't know, is this just too good to pass up? It's just way too good to pass up, right? I could have Fatal Pushed here if I tapped differently as well. I think might have possibly wanted to do that. Alright, well, I guess not. I kind of want to kill the Avacyn's Pilgrim. I don't even want to kill the Mara. I think I will, because it's that devastating. And pass. I don't even care about Amaro. I can make all the... It can't even swing. I have a flashing 4/4. That gets back Casualties of War. I can do it again next turn. Basically impossible to come back from 2 of them, but we'll see. It's not easy. Yeah. Amara twice in a row. Wow. Mara twice in a row, chat. Alright, there's the actual Springleaf Drum that you normally see out of this commander. Toxic Deluge is pretty disgusting here. No surveil value. I don't want to get color screwed. Snapcaster Mage. The old 4-mana pass. The old 4-mana pass. Wow, you just do stone cold nothing? Really? I could take the land. I'll take a row. And I will not attack because I don't want to. I don't think I'm killing any opponents with damage this stream. Or maybe I will. The world may never know. What is that? Alright. That is a card. That is also a card. Sweet. Yeah, Toxic Deluge is very problematic here. Probably a Giant Growth or something, which I really would be fine with getting out of my opponent's hand. I can Toxic Deluge after. Oscillate Pride just to gain life, sure. Yep, I think they're just going to concede when I cast it, so we'll see. I don't even have to pay that much life. That's the funny part about it. So swing. Not sure why they didn't quadruple block. I don't know what the double block accomplishes, but alright. Oh, they double blocked so Nashi dies. Alright. Opponent's playing around specifically Toxic Deluge. I like it. Smart. I didn't have to swing, but I think Nashi dying is... I don't... Yeah. I don't think it matters. Smart, though. Very smart. Yeah, they played specifically around it. They put it to 2 more, you know, remaining damage or whatever, remaining toughness, essentially, and then that finishes it off, so... No, Solve the Equation actually got discarded to something. They actually discarded it. Which is... I think I said it was rather surprising that that was what my opponent did, the turn in which they did it. Because it was very strange. Alright, so I can't kill this with Liliana. I would like to. I think it's okay to shut it down, but maybe it's fine to not care. Could just improve my hand. I think I will. Yes, get rid of these 2. Get a Swamp. Play a Forest. And hope my opponent just plays their commander next turn? Sure. Alright, so we pay for life. Get rid of the board. Opponent does not concede. Two-minute in a rock. Send it. Yeah. Oh, opponent. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, but it's the one that doesn't get to live. Tragic. Actual tragedy. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine, chat. No one panic. Man, imagine running Sun-Scorched Desert for absolutely no reason in your Ujin deck. Just to get hit by Winterman. Imagine doing that. We want that. We definitely want that. And then we want this. Alright, so I have Dark Ritual, which would be black, 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 green, green... No, okay, I can't do it. Tragic. It's not a Defense of the Heart matchup. But I think Ujin is beatable. Assuming I, you know, draw cards. Alright, that was an interesting draw. Let's get rid of defense. Like I said, it's not doing anything. And Dark Ritual will leave us with 5. Alright, so my opponent can cast Ujin, but it doesn't do anything. I'm sure they will cast Ujin, because that's what you do. Okay, no, we do not cast Ujin. We play a creature, though, so... Or they play a creature, so I guess I have casualties on that. So, Simulacrum, Artifact, Random Land. I will kill the second creature, right? There's no reason not to. Yeah, this can kill Ujin later. I don't care about Ujin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, alright, so we play black. No. Black. Black, black, black. Blue, blue, green, green. So I do not have it currently. I need another green source. Alright, I could have played this on the other side. There is the green source. There it is. And we pass. Okay, so what does this do? Okay. I could get, like, Gristlebrand with it. Could get Gristlebrand with it. Are we gonna swing again? Yeah. Alright. We have another turn, right? No, we don't. We do not have another turn after this. So let's play this on something random. So Rat Rogue, Rat, I guess. I didn't think of that when I stole this. So I guess technically they were playing my list. Play land turn 1, then concede. That was my list. Let's play Wash Away mana for my opponent's brain. I could play... No, I can't do that. Never mind. Alright, Oracle of the Alpha is not a very good flicker target, like ever. So I'm not really upset with that one. I'm gonna just pass. Actually, you know what? We're gonna take the time to plot. We're gonna take the time to plot. I'm not remotely concerned with the board state, so... Okay, so we want to land, right? Yeah. I guess I want to play Shieldred. Yeah, there's nothing in play I care about, so we'll play Shieldred here. Nothing in play that matters. This is a pretty low quality Urion right now. Alright, it got a lot better. I mean, it got actually good. So hopefully we can win the game. Hopefully. So I can look for... No, but I have this in hand, though. Dismiss? They drew a land for the turn just now. Like I said, not really a super relevant Yorion like at all, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what to Grim Tutor for. Okay. Oh, opponent just randomly generates a game changer. Wow. Outlandish. Who does that? I cannot imagine this is what my opponent decided to take, but sure. I can play Shieldred again? So I guess I do? I don't know if this is that amazing, but it's what I did. I think they drew that land for the turn. Alright, so now they can flicker Yorion, but again, the 2 cards in play aren't a big deal. I'm not... I'm not sold that I have to worry about those. I mean, again, they're shuffling in a ton of, like, poop when they do the Oracle. It's just a bunch of mocks. Oh, chat, we're so close. Oh, we're so close, chat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait, hold on. So... It's not close enough, though. It's not close enough. I'm still playing it. Hello, random person. We're playing cards. We are swinging. Did we do it? Oh, I think we did it. I think we did it. Yes! 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 We got there, chat. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. We didn't, though. We didn't. We didn't, because we still have to pass the turn this turn. Oh, we didn't get there. It has flash! It has flash! I forgot! I forgot! I forgot! The cringe win? Well, cringing is still winning. A cringe win is a win. Speaking of cringe, on the play Minotaur. So I can pick that back up. I probably should. Let's play Thassa. Alright, they're probably not going to anticipate the second counterspell, if I had to guess. Yeah, Expropriate's disgusting. But so is double counterspell. Oh, poor opponent. They don't know, chat. They don't know. I don't run Thoughtseize. They don't know. It's alright. Do we want to win? Yeah, let's just win. Because this lets me play Jace, and, I mean, good luck. I feel like this is going to win the game, but who knows. Do I want to draw these? I think I do not want to tap out, so I will just draw. Do we fetch now, or do we brainstorm again first? I think I'll brainstorm again first. This is okay. This is okay. It's not the most efficient, but that's life. So let's get rid of you and cut down, I think. Although they could have something that cares about cut down. Unlikely. Let's just get rid of it. Let's crack this. Okay, I'm never ever doing anything about that. Let's play this. Get rid of that. Alright, not the greatest thing to see, but that's fine. Yeah, so this is definitely one of the more successful Sultai strategies, in my opinion. Okay, maybe I'm a bit biased, because, you know, any way to win a game that doesn't involve doing direct damage to my opponent, I am going to go for it. And this commander is extremely good at doing that. It's like a, you know, the Sultai Snapcaster Mage. They just printed a Teamer one, but this is kind of the Sultai one, except you don't lose the card if you don't cast it immediately. And, what is it? Thassa wasn't in here initially, but chat had brought it to my attention that, you know, you can flicker your commander over and over, which I didn't care to do, except you can do that and then cast an infinite extra turn thing, right? So this specifically seemed pretty ideal. And then at the very end, we added Splash Portal. Didn't end up finding it or casting it ever. But with this one, because your commander is a rat, it draws a card for each blue mana you have. Remember, it gets Flash because of your commander. So you cast this on your commander, you pick it back up. You cast on your commander, you pick it back up, you draw a card each time. So it's like a hyper-efficient, flexible mana sink that draws cards with all the blue mana that you may have not spent. It is pretty cool in that regard. So it's like a cantrip that keeps coming back to hand for 1 mana. It's like a Whispers of the Muse, except the buyback is 0. And it has, it's an instant instead of a sorcery. The first time you cast it, it is a sorcery, which is a bit ugly, but I don't know. I think it's worth trying, and I just didn't get to see it. That just didn't happen. Defense of the Heart was added later as well. Gristlebrand, Shield Druid, all that jazz is just disgusting, especially if you're losing the board and your opponent can't remove their own board, and then you play this, and they're like, shoot, I can't blow it up. And then suddenly, boom, you know, same thing. Gristlebrand, Shield Druid, win the game. You can... The Emergent Ultimatum with Expropriate is phenomenal, and the other 2 cards, for the most part, didn't really matter. I could have been a little bit more careful with what I chose, but I'm pretty sure every single time I cast Emergent Ultimatum, I won the game. So I would argue that means it probably doesn't need any help. I could have ran 1 or 2 more Dark Ritual opener cards, so it's not just like this little chunk here, because, you know, turn 1 Dark Ritualing is essentially winning games. Now, it's the same thing with, you know, Mana Drain. I just can't really stop talking about these 2 cards, unfortunately, because they The more Magic Arena you play, the more Magic Brawl specifically you play, the more games, especially like when I'm trying to upload videos, it's like, oh, I had Mana Drain, I cast it, and then the game ended. I did, like, you know, you get to a point where, and then if I don't run Mana Drain, you know, you get comments constantly saying, well, you know, put Mana Drain in there. Like, yeah, but then I can't upload anything to YouTube. I can't upload it. It's just like Mana Drain, win the game. Dark Ritual, win the game. It's really egregious. It really is. Ragavan is not one of those anymore. It really isn't. You could just beat Ragavan, even if it hits you like twice. It's not as bad as it used to be. But Dark Ritual and Mana Drain they're only getting worse. They only get worse as better cards are printed to cheat into play super early. We actually lost a game to the most jank thing I've ever seen played off of a Dark Ritual. Which I ended up killing, but like the residual value was still too much in the end. But the most ridiculous thing, it was like a Hypnotic Spectre. No, there was a different card, but it was similar. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, right? Dark Ritual is just disgusting. But outside of those two cards, I got that out of the way. I could actually move on. I really like this. This is really, really good. It's a lot better than it was. No surprise there. We are not in bracket 5, which is huge. I had Rusko in here. I don't know how I feel about Rusko. I like the token, or the mana rock it leaves behind. But Rusko itself isn't too exciting. If it lives, it's great. But Rusko as a commander, I'd argue, is a little bit different than just throwing it in your deck. But basically every card in my deck does trigger Rusko, and thus by extension, hasten the Midnight Clock. But I don't know. I'm not super big on that, and shuffling away my graveyard is something that means Nashi isn't doing anything. So that's why I ended up taking out Uro. Ashiok's effect is great, and so is Narset's. I think the last time I played against this, it actually had Narset, so we could run Narset as well. Archmage's Charm was somewhat difficult to cast, especially with the green openers, which for the most part is the best thing you could possibly do, which means your triple blue is a little bit funny looking, assuming you need to cast it like on turn 3 or turn 2 even, right? It's probably never happening turn 2, and even if you could cast it turn 2, there's plenty of arguments that you might not want to do that. It's not a large incentive to do that unless you're stealing your opponent's mana dork. I got a lot of good Toxic Deluge games, so because of this, it's probably okay to also play Damnation. Well, it's most certainly okay to play Damnation and other sweepers. I don't know about 5 mana plus 5 plus mana sweepers, but Deluge, that Bontu's Last Reckoning, if you're going to lose the game and you just run it out there, I'm a fan of that card. There's plenty of people that are not a fan of that card, but Bontu's is another one of them that you could play. The package outside of the quote-unquote combos, like the Thassa extra turn stuff, in the Defense of the Heart stuff, and the Emergent Ultimatum stuff, there's just this control package, which I mean, you don't have to convince me to play a control deck, and this is most assuredly a control deck that gets the massive boon of playing green, so it gets a huge advantage in a control matchup. A huge advantage, especially if you have Delighted Halfling, and then assuming your opponent has counterspells and no way to stop this, then, you know, things are even worse for your opponent. I had Davriel in here for a second, and me and Davriel we go way back, you know, way back. It's a tumultuous, rather domestic violent level relationship with Davriel and I, but mostly off stream. But I don't know. I didn't feel like Davriel was necessary. You could put it in here. It felt nice. It was between Davriel and Jace at some point, and I'd rather just, you know, play my inner furry than play Jace. Well, yes, but also Davriel. And I think that's about it. More counterspells are fine. Vorinclex is not great as the other card with this, but, you know, I've talked about it already a couple times. You also don't have to get this. I think there was a time I got Gristlebrand, Expropriate, and I can't remember the other one. Liliana, maybe? And I just didn't get this because I knew they were going to give it to me. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get Liliana by just putting Gristlebrand in the pile. And then I just got Liliana Expropriate, and then they conceded. So, you know, maybe Vorinclex is actually just not necessary. You know, maybe it's not necessary at all. Who knows? It's situational. Sometimes the text on it actually does matter, but for the most part, not really. You could play more Planeswalkers and stuff that care about it, but then those are just whatever unless you have Vorinclex, and it's like, why did you do that? And yeah. So the best thing this deck could do to get slightly better, depending on your outlook at the format, is more removal and more counter magic, because as long as those are things that you're doing, your opponent is going to really need a way to get around it if they're to kill you or get ahead of it, to overcome you or, you know, outvalue you. And yeah, the combo stuff was not necessary. It's sort of just this thing that has a hard limit or a hard turn cap on the game before you inevitably get one of them, assuming your opponent doesn't have a mountain of counter spells, and they're just going to win the game eventually. So you don't even need tutors. I didn't feel like Grim Tutor was the greatest card to be playing. Every single time I played against Key to the Archive, my opponent immediately just drafted the game changer, what they call them now, of Demonic Tutor. So this could just be Key to the Archive, honestly. Couldn't really blame you for that one. And yep, so that's that. Can recommend. Really good deck. I'm glad they changed it. I've got a nice comfy Sultai control package commander deck list thing that I can play off stream now and not feel like I'm playing jank or something. This is really nice. I'm sure there might be other things to do. It's definitely different than Multiraltha, that's for sure, even if it plays with the graveyard. So can recommend. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and have a good Easter if that is your thing.